First and foremost, the first thing you're going to want to do when you get into one of these lobbies is hit mute all. These lobbies are filled to the brim with absolute clowns. I had forgotten. I don't play much multiplayer. And the multiplayer games I do play, you don't play much multiplayer. You got 5 days in PUBG. Anyways, the multiplayer games I do play, you can't hear anybody talking. This here, the lobbies are open and everybody's running their mouth, and it sounds like a bunch of little kids. And some of the shit that's coming out of their mouth, it's like I lose hope for all mankind. But anyways, what makes Red Dead Redemption 2 so special? Well, it's a combination of all kinds of things. The world in general, it's an absolute shining star in this game. The story, the writing, the physics, the bullet damage, gameplay being the weakest, but in a game where you can just walk around on your horse and just look at all the detail and just enjoy the scenery. For a game like this, only a game like this can gameplay take a back seat. Well, when you're playing online, and I'm not talking about the co-op, I'm going to talk about the deathmatch. When you're playing deathmatch, gameplay takes the front row seat. I'm no longer worried about the scenery. I'm no longer worried about the story. I'm no longer worried about the physics. Well, you know what? That's not true. I do like the way the physics work, even still in a multiplayer game. So that is a huge factor. I take that back. Bullet damage, it's still in the multiplayer. That's awesome. But what's the most important thing in a multiplayer game? It is the gameplay. And sadly, the clunkiness of this game, of this gameplay, it shines through and through on the multiplayer. The sluggish controls, it's very, very apparent when you're playing online. It's very hard to dismiss. Everything feels sluggish because look at this, you need split-second response time. Switching your weapons, the realism of switching your weapons, the animation it takes when he pulls out certain weapons, the way he aims down the sights, the way he takes cover and turns, all that stuff is very important in the campaign. In the multiplayer, I don't need to be weighed down by realistic shit. As silly as that sounds, I need quick response time. And when I get killed because I feel like the game's not moving like it should, that is very, very aggravating. I feel like I haven't been this pissed. Look at that. That right there, that enraged me. I was like, Paul, your second gun out. I haven't been this pissed with a multiplayer in a long time. And I'm going to tell you another thing. The auto-aim is killing me. It's absolutely killing me. When I get killed, you did not kill me. The game killed me. The auto-aim snapped onto me, and you capitalized. And the same thing, when I kill people, I don't feel any satisfaction. I did get a few free aim kills. Those are very satisfying. Free aim lobbies, I can see why they chose to keep it out because the controls are so difficult. When you're playing PUBG, you're both given the same shit controls. And the same with this game. But the difference with PUBG is I can take comfort knowing that you suck and you're at a disadvantage just as bad as I am. I can run past you and be fairly confident you're going to unload your entire magazine into thin air, and when I get to you, I'm going to outgun you. It's, even though it was very sloppy, I'm not dismissing PUBG's controls in the beginning when it launched, but everybody was using the same control scheme, so it was still manageable, if that makes any sense. Now, yes, you're given the same shit controls in this game, but everybody has auto-aim. It's like, people are going to tell me, oh, you just suck at the multiplayer, get good. Get good? The game is playing for you. The game's making the moves. The game's deciding who lives and who dies. And that makes for a very pointless, aggravating multiplayer experience. It's like, why am I even playing? Why am I even playing this? Look at this auto-aim. Now, in the game, in the campaign game, one can say, well, I mean, what's the difference? You play the campaign, it's got auto-aim. Yeah, but I turned it way down. I put it on narrow. I played a lot of it in free aim. And the single-player campaign experience, it's like you want to be immersed. You want to be that, excuse me, you want to be that guy, that Clint Eastwood character that can dust off all the enemies. In multiplayer, you don't want the game to do it for you. You want to be able to do it. You want to be the guy controlling it. I also want that in campaign gameplay too. But multiplayer, it's very important. If the game has a hand-holding crutch like auto-aim, it just doesn't work, people. It doesn't work, and you gotta wait a split second. You gotta wait for that circle to close, and then it kills them. You'll take cover, and I'll turn to shoot, and you gotta wait on the animations before he'll fire the gun. Dear God, people, I was losing my mind playing this team deathmatch. I got 5 days in PUBG multiplayer on Xbox. That is the sloppiest multiplayer experience ever. That was pre-alpha garbage gameplay that I played, and I mustered so I could win, because I wanted to win. I was determined to win despite my non-strategic, very sloppy gameplay. Now, there are elements of strategy in this. I'm not going to lie and say there's no strategy to this game, because there is. Weapons you use get you more points, knowing what weapon to use at any given time, knowing when to go for a close range kill as opposed to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. There are levels of strategy here. Knowing when to pursue the enemy, knowing when to sit back and wait, stuff like that. But when the overall aiming is so focused on auto aim, I can't take this multiplayer serious. So that's really all I got. Make no mistake, I love this game. I absolutely love the campaign, the multiplayer. Like, let's say this wasn't Red Dead. Let's say it didn't have Red Dead attached to it, and it was just a multiplayer game. They launched this. People, this would feel terrible. I don't think anybody would play it. I think there's no excuse for this. That's what I think. I think the community would be like, well, oh, it's just another piece of trash multiplayer game from a no-name developer. That's how this feels. It feels very cheap. It really does. Now, it may change when it goes to free aim. Go to free aim. God, that's going to be so hard. That's going to make PUBG Launch Edition feel like Call of Duty controls, man. These controls are bad. There's no getting around it, people. They're bad. All right, that's all I got for you. I'll holler at you later. Oh, that guy I just shot in the smoke, I didn't even see him. I just knew he was there. So I hit left trigger, boom, auto aim. It's just empty, hollow. All right, I'll holler. Later.